Hello everyone, it's Peter here, Pet Fisner. How are you doing, guys? Hello. So, oh, you're downstairs, not upstairs. Sorry for that. So in today's episode, we will be installing the Plesk, but if the video won't be too long, I will show you some features in our book repair as well, because it's end of the year and I would like to share with you what features did we code and what features do we anticipate still to have, and what our plan is for the end of the year. So before we will start, let's switch again back to the main screen and let's look what we're trying to achieve. We're trying to automatically install the Plesk, and Plesk, for those who don't know, is a control panel, so I had to fill in the IP address, host name, connect using SSH, yes, and let's see what it will do. Okay, let's click continue. The install my own risk, yes, of course. That's on the empty server. Okay, so we've got empty Ubuntu 22.04, which I will show you. That's continuing, and that can take up to 15 minutes. I would say I would recommend normally to install the updates, and I didn't do it just to, not have so much. Cannot connect to SSH. Look, you see, unable to authenticate method, none password, no supported method remains. Okay guys, I did check, quickly what could be the problem, and I can't seems to be finding it. So I said to myself, why bother? I know it's working. As you see, I'm as a root, and it's just a problem. So I said to myself, let's go for another type of installation. And I've clicked on the manual installation on Windows and Server. So it's for Linux. That's custom run Plesk. We want to link from Docker, but we don't have a Docker installed. So let's try to get this SSH. Okay, let's just press it and see what will be happening. I'm surprised that there is no root additional securities. Look, it's downloading. So that does something for sure. And that's all it takes to install Plesk on your empty server. Yes, why it's not recommended to install it on an existing server is because things can override. For instance, if you, and I will be observing it, and I will, because it's nothing, it's just going. If I will be clicking anything, I will let you know, but it can take some minutes. What I want to say is, when you've got existing server and there are additional features installed, they can override Plesk, and Plesk might not have access to them, or Plesk might override them and your server might have issues. Yes, so the same if you would take at Contabo, let's show my picture here. Okay, if we would go to Contabo, for instance, and we would take not only operating system 2204, but we would get a panel, yes, additional panel, like webmin plus a lamp, so Linux, Apache, my PHP admin, and PHP, yes. So then what it would mean is that you would literally have that one, and then you would override what you can, what you might need. Yes, so that would be a problem. Oh, okay. So there is something happening here, but that's running new alias. Okay, so that's okay. So it's nothing happening, I see. Just adding aliases. That's okay. And why I need a Plesk? We bought a license for 1 year for our main dedicated server. Why it's so? Because we've got Book Repair Online, we've got Inte.Team, we've got Transport app, which we've coded for the customer as well. We've got other apps which we've got for our customers, and the growing database of customers is causing us to have more and more domain. At one point there was over 10 domain names on the dedicated server and about 15 to 20 domain names on the reseller hosting we've got. So I said to myself, why have both of the servers? Why not have one dedicated server, have automated backups to the cloud as well on top of that, like daily backups, and this way don't need, you know, many servers, yes, but I need a Plesk. So I found that £150, I think, about for a whole year of Plesk, which is not bad actually. If I will switch off that additional server, to be true, the dedicated server will be fine because it's a strong server. It's 32 gig of RAM, Xeon, some CPU, and 2 terabyte of storage space, or 2 times 1 terabyte, something like that, big space. Whereas the reseller one is small, and it's a VPS, you know, so it's not that strong. So I'd say to myself, let's merge all the apps, all the websites into one server, add automatic backups, and add as well the Plesk on top of that. Okay, so because all of it, we will have more robust solution. And with Plesk, it's much easier to manage domain names, switch through the PHP versions, and it's just, you know, just better. Yes, so that's why we are installing it, and we will see how it will do. I never installed Plesk. That's first time in my life. I was using ready-made cPanels. I did that. Yes, that's not a problem. I'm spinning up my cPanels as well through WHM admin panel for new customers. I just done recently before the Christmas for one new customer as well, and I'd say that's easy. Yes, when you're starting dedicated server from scratch or VPS from scratch, you need to manage it. Now, before I had all the steps written down with older versions, and now things have changed and some of these steps are complicated for me, so I need to spend time on finding them, how to do them, and that's occupying too much time. That's why having a Plesk, it's pleasurable way of doing things. That's why we go for it. Yes, so I'll pause it because it's still doing. Yes, it still does stuff. I don't want to take too much of your time. Oh, I can tell you meanwhile about the book repair, because that's really exciting. We added invoicing. Okay, so now automatically we can make invoices, which has been cumulative upgrade of Plesk. Final stage has been completed. Okay, cumulative Plesk upgrade. Okay, so I would say that's it. Desktop, see. So we will go and we will check it, but I will share with you this book repair. Hold on a second here. Yeah, I will check how it's looking better this way. So now, apart from auto-generated invoices by the booking ID, where first name, last name, phone, email is automatically pulled from the database of all the bookings when I generate invoice from the booking, and all I need to do is just to get the details for the invoice. So that's far better. I see that you might not see. I don't know if you see it here. Yes, so we just need to fill in that data and we get an invoice. That's awesome. Then again, I will switch to my camera to not show Kanban. Okay, now it's loaded. Do I have full screen? Okay, that's fine. There's no customer data I don't see, so I can share it with you as well. So we get a Kanban. Now Kanban planner is based, you see, on all the bookings we've got, and now they are in the booked in, received, fault finding, and we can drag and drop them from one to another. So it's much easier to manage the bookings, all the bookings, when it's really busy, because I look at the item and I see the number, and I can go just now and I see that it's in the working on it, yes, or in the new bookings. and I can just drag it. It's really easy, it's really clear, and I see people who are working as well on them. Okay, so it's our team, and because it's our team, you know, you see immediately who's working on what, so it's really nice. And if they are working, you know the workflow better, you understand the workflow better, so that's awesome. Yes, now there is tons of other features like notes for each booking, number of notes which I can add, this invoicing system. Now we are stopping coding on book repair. We're only finding issues, customers are reporting some issues, and those issues are dealt with only. Yes, we don't plan to add any new features this year. Well, it's 28th, yes, so we don't plan to add any new features at the moment, just to fix issues, test it, test e-wallet, then test membership, and test shop as the last one, and we can launch membership at Inte.Team, which is awesome. But let me pause and let me check if I can access that Plesk, and I would show you, okay, how it's working. Okay, so now when I'm putting my IP address, I see that I've got a Plesk and I've got a default page, and I can log into Plesk. I don't know what the details are, yes, but let's try it. And what I want to say is there is one feature which allows us to work with all the people who are working with me here. So that means each repair shop, yes, which is generated in the bookRepairOnline.co.uk, can have a number of workers like technicians. Yes, in future there will be as well one financial type of account, so that whoever works on your bookings, yes, can have access only to the invoicing system, nothing else, for instance, or customer support as well. Yes, so that will be in the future, but for now that's it. Yes, we're done. Okay, let's switch to the Plesk, log into Plesk. Okay, so that's not via HTTPS. Okay, and yeah, we've got a root. Now the question is if it will work with my root password login. Okay, it does. Reset, that means no. Select your license. Processed with paid license. Okay, guys, I need to pause it because I get my license key. Okay, here, which is this one is a trial. Okay, it's not the full license, but I still don't want you to see it. Sorry. Okay, I will just copy the license. I will go to Plesk. Okay, I confirm that I've read and accepted. Enter Plesk or root email. Okay, that's wrong email. That's my registered email on the trial. Your contact name as well. Okay, now enter Plesk. Okay, so that's fine. Setting up Plesk. So now you see that's what it does. Yes, I don't know how long it will take. Might take exactly quick, or oh, that's 15 days of trial, so we get a 1 month of trial. That's okay. What's at the bottom? Initializing Plesk. Okay, well, it is what it is. We need to wait through it. I need to wait through it, but I can already add domain names. Yes, I can already add domain names, and everything else will be done by then. Yes, well, hopefully. If no, what I will do is I will have time later when I will be adding new domain names, and I will be managing the Plesk, so I will give you additional video on that one as well. But all I wanted is to show you how to install Plesk on your own server, so that you can manage everything yourself in a simpler way than by learning how to deal with Apache, how to deal with Maria database, how to deal with PHP-MyAdmin, how to deal with MySQL, yes, and so on and so forth. Because you need to learn all of those things. Then SSL certificates like Let's Encrypt you need to learn as well, yes, or Nginx if you prefer. So there is a lot of stuff to be learned, whereas through those things like Plesk you can automate it far better, far easier, and you save yourself pretty much a lot of time, so it's worth the money spent. Yes, thank you guys for watching, see you in the next video, and if we won't see before the new year, happy new year, bye bye.